Hello everyone, Anonymous Alligator back again. This is going to be one of the first in a probably four-part series on the DVM software suite. DVM software suite. Um, if you don't know what that is, then you'll probably get an idea by the end of it. It's essentially a better version of the totally hamified Pi-Star and mmdvm. It's built more for Part 90 uses, but you can use it on ham. Well, some features of it. So, first part. This is going to be how to go about flashing a hotspot with the DVM firmware, because we do not use the same mmdvm firmware that is found on most hotspots, to the surprise of hopefully no one. So, what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a duplex hotspot. It cannot be a simplex hotspot. It cannot be one of those small Raspberry Pi Nano hotspots. I'll put up a picture somewhere on the screen if I remember how / to do it. And so I'll also put up a picture probably right about now with the hotspot boards that I use. I've got two of them right now. They're used on ham. So yeah, using them for testing right now. I'm hoping to get a few CDMs and a modem board and strapping those together and doing it on a few Part 90 entrants that I have on the repeater pairs, of course, that I also got licensed for. So yes, let's continue. So the software can run, well, it can coexist with Pi-Star. So you can use your existing boards, but all you need to flash it is you need a Raspberry Pi, any commute module with a breakout board, a 2, 3, 4, 0W. I think they have a 02 now, but I'm using Raspberry Pi 0W right now. You just need the headers to flash it. Once you have it flashed, you can flash the USB firmware onto it. The USB firmware will allow you to communicate with it over USB, which means you can put whatever hat you have back on, run Pi-Star on one hotspot board, and then plug in another one using USB. Run a full, we say the theoretical limit on 0 is about 4. 4-channel, 4-channel trunk system, 4-channel DMR Tier 3 system. You can do pretty much whatever you want with it. So let's go about doing this. So right about now, how I have it set up right now is I just have hotspot, basic Raspbian install. I do already have a hotspot board running off this install, but I'll try and not include any of that in this. I'm actually going to be flashing a different firmware onto it, so I'll have to rebuild it all. And yeah, so what do you need to actually compile it? So pretty much what you need is, let's see here, you need STM32 flash. That's just an apt-get package. No, hang on. Of course. There we go. So yeah, this is going to be how you're going to go about flashing the board. You cannot use the repeater builder STM32 flash. You also need, great, hang on. Just got to make sure I actually have the right command here. Yes, see, there you go, lowercase. You cannot use the one that's in the repeater builder document, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, then just ignore it. I never said anything about that. And so yeah. Now what you're also going to want Git. That's going to be a very, very nice thing that you're going to need for pretty much all of this. That's just sudo apt-get git install. There we go. So it's all installed. You're pretty much good to go. I already have it installed, so there's that. Don't need to do it again, but for you, it's gonna probably ask to install it. So now what are we gonna do? Well, for me, since I already have a directory for this, I'm gonna just do dvm-hs-fw2. If I can remember the command. There we go. dvm-hs-fw2. So you don't need to do this. You can just do it right from your home directory for the Pi user or whatever. Um, sudo git clone, and then the web address for, this pretty much is going to be for whatever, um, for whatever project you're doing. Let's see here. Let's put in. There we go. Yes. So that's the firmware. I'll try and put all the commands I'm using down in the description. I'm probably going to forget quite a few, so try your best. Feel free to pause. So it's going to basically clone everything, all the files from this. If we now ls, you're going to see DVM firmware. Go ahead and cd into that directory, and now we have the oh so magical files. What you're going to need to do in here is know what board you're using. Most of these ones, and the ones that I'm going to post the picture of somewhere on the screen earlier, are going to be STM32F4 based devices. You can also, if you have one of the Master 3 or MTR 2000 cards by Whiskey Alpha Zero Echo Delta Alpha, then you can also use that. We have a specific Makefile for that pretty much covers all your bases there, but we're not doing that. Yeah, I don't have one of those cards right now. Used to have one. They were great. Highly recommend them if you have a 2000 or a Master 3. So, what are we gonna do? So, we're gonna be doing, shoot, let me remember the command. Yes. Sudo make -foxtrot. And let's see, which Makefile was it? File STM32F4. Yes. No. Shoot. There we go. So yeah. Huh. That's a thing. So yeah, let's see here. So yeah, let's see here. So as far as that goes, yeah, let's. Oh, this all worked about 20 minutes ago. That's usually how it goes. He screwed up. All right. That's fun. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm doing everything right. Right? Hang on. Stand by 1 second while I try and remember the value. Yeah, it's an F4, not an EDA, not a POG. Oh, I know what I did. So, the firmware I cloned is if you're using a modem board. Yeah, don't do that. If you're using a hotspot, that is. If you're using a modem board, continue doing what I was doing, same command. That'll work just fine for you, but I'm not using a modem board, so let me grab the link for that. So it's going to be a slightly different command for this, just because the link's a little bit different. Yeah, I was wondering why the command I used earlier didn't work, and it's because that doesn't exist. So -hs, there we go. This is this is where you're gonna want to be. Yes, there we go. Magical, isn't it? All right. Now we can continue. Make sudo make -f. Where's the make files? There you are. STM32FX. That's what most hotspots are built off of. STM32FX. Or you can complain. That works too. What are you complaining about this time? Let me just adjust this on here so you guys can see the full thing I'm looking at. There we go. Make that a little bit larger. There we go. I'll just keep it at this size. All right. And oh, is it because it's uppercase? One of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of Linux. There we go. Good boy. So now we wait. Or not, because it's complaining. Let's see here. I think this is about the time I double check my notes, because yeah, this may work for some people, this may not. I've been hearing kind of on-off things about it complaining about stuff like this. It's been on and off. Supposedly works for some people, supposedly doesn't. There you are. Okay. Oh, that. Okay, that would explain. Yeah, let me remember the flag for that real quick. Yeah, this video's they're gonna be this is one of the harder ones. Especially getting it's gonna take a little while for you if you yeah. I'll put time codes for everything just so you don't have to sit through me banging my head on everything, making sure it's not doing it right. Let's see. Do. Where is the command? That's a little bit too far back. Do. Let me just, yeah. There we go. Yes, there we go. Remember the command now. So, you're going to need to also declare what board you're using. So Makefile, and then do another hyphen. If you're using the board I'm using, it's going to be HS-dual hat. Or it can complain at me again. Yeah, sudo makefile. Unless I'm not typing it in right. Hang on, let's actually just see what's available for it. Just make sure we're stopping with a nice clean slate. There we go. Okay. mmdvm-hs-hat-dual. That it? That's it. There we go. that's the command. That one right there. I should probably just make a text document and put this all in there. So, yeah, now it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game. If you're on a Pi 3, it goes a lot faster. If you're on a Pi 4, oh yeah, no, you're going turbo speed. So you don't have to deal with the slow part of my poor Pi 0 trying so hard. It's got an SSH connection going. It's actually, I think it's also trying to run the hotspot, but the hotspot doesn't want to run. Should probably go and check that to make sure. Yeah, no, PTT's not on. It's good. So yeah, now it's going to be doing that. Do. STM32FX mmdvm-hs-hat. So while you're at it, you're also going to want to grab a, oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. There we go. Get STM32 flash. Sudo get clone. There we go. Okay, just making sure I have everything pretty much good to go here. So, now it's done. Now we're going to ls, and you should see, where'd you go? There you are. There you are, my pretty. So, now we're going to do this wonderful command. Keep in mind, you have to have STM32 flash installed for this one, and you have to have that firmware file. Also going along with this, you have to get the board into boot mode. Now, how are you going to go about doing that? Well, it's quite simple. You need, well, most of these boards come along with kind of, I want to say they're about 10-pin headers. That, yeah, they should come with 10-pin headers. They want you, if your Pi doesn't have GPIO pins already soldered on, the purpose of these is for you to just solder them on, give the right 10, the 20 pins that it needs, 10 on each side of the Pi. So I basically just fashioned these into kind of, I call them flash keys just to make a moto joke, because haha, funny. But you're basically going to need one of these. If you have like an Arduino or something, then you probably have some of these oh so wonderful kind of jumper pins. I have them jumpered. You need to set up the boot pins in this arrangement. I'll put it up on the screen. And you also, at the same time, as you need to hold those in that arrangement, along with holding JP1 together, and then you hit reset. The board will go out of normal mode into boot mode. Most of these boards are flashed with mmdvm right off the bat, so they should have a heartbeat light. Once that light goes away, you're in boot mode. Don't hold down reset, just press reset and you're done. And then hit enter on this command. So let me go ahead and put this key in and get this board into boot mode. Let's see here. Get you in there. Get you in there and hit reboot, or reset, and lights out. Hit enter, or it can complain. Well, this worked earlier. Oh, I know what it did. Tried to run it like normal. Okay, we got somewhere. Let me just go ahead and do that. Actually, we want ls. Check our work here, dvm-firmware-hs-fl. Let's just go ahead and retype all that just to make sure I didn't floof it up. dvm-firmware-hs underscore f1 dot bin. Bada bing, bada boom. And now you should see this if it's in boot mode. Very important detail that it's in boot mode. If it's not in boot mode, you're going to see it's going to get that first sequence done, this GPIO sequence start and GPIO sequence end, and then it's going to say failed to send int to device. And yeah, no. Now you can go ahead and pull out ye old jumper pins if, yep, there you go. Pull them out and hit reset on the board. And you should start seeing a flashing red light. So that basically completes that step. You're good to go for that. Next is going to be time to install the host software. So yeah, this is Anonymous Alligator. I'll make sure to try and leave all the commands you need in the description below. If it doesn't work, just comment below, or I'll also include a link to the Discord server that we have. Go ahead, join that in, and yeah, ask away. So yeah, Anonymous Alligator. I'll see you next time. Out.